What's up, you beautiful people? And today we're going to be reacting to My Girlfriend Is Kinda Odd by the Odd1sOut. Now, as you know, he's a very good animator, he's a very good storyteller, and all that good stuff. But before we get into it, we're actually going to be doing a new segment of this channel called Review Subscribers. It is very simple. I just review my subscribers' channels if they have content on there. And then, basically, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel. And, what's it called? Make sure that your thing is actually open, your channel is open when you subscribe, so I can actually see, because if your channel is basically, doesn't have any content, or it doesn't have the subscription feed, public, I cannot see your subscription. So make sure all that is on, and all you have to do is subscribe. Don't worry, you can always unsubscribe later, it's always that good stuff. But today's first man, the myth, the legend, Pakistan Heaven. Now, as you can clearly tell, this man is about 4 times bigger than me at 2,000 subscribers. Looks like he really likes his dirt bikes, Jeep rallies, and he also gives YouTube advice. Now, if that isn't a man, a myth, a legend, I don't know what is. Now, he hasn't uploaded in quite some time, but I did hear he was taking a small break. So, trust me, if you like that type of stuff, I highly suggest you go to his channel and watch some of his videos, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Now, without further ado, let's get into today's video. Alright. Ah, the two happy couple.
Relationship, they go through a honeymoon phase. Well, me and my girlfriend went through a, is the person I'm dating a deranged murderer phase.
Wait a minute, this guy's voice sounds weird. I swear, he sounds a little bit different.
When she first came over to my house, she thought my Nintendo figure collection was something only a psychopath would have.
And she's right. When you've been living alone for so long, sometimes you just need to buy friends and put them on display. And sometimes you do this by turning people into lampshades or chairs. Luckily, I just collect hunky reptile figures. Gift doesn't actually think
Hey, what's wrong with the hunky reptile
I'm a psychopath
figures, you know?
Anymore, which is good, because I don't want anyone to know the truth. However, early on in our relationship, there were some things I did that she didn't like. Like one time I was unloading the dishwasher and I was putting away the knives, and Gift looked at me all concerned and I asked, "What's the matter, huh? Huh?" I don't know what made her run to the other side of the room
I don't know either. That's
like
a
that
perfectly
when I could
normal
clearly
question.
just throw the knife at her. Yeah, she's kind of stupid. But she definitely got her point across that she didn't like me holding multiple knives and told me to cut it out. But I didn't know if she was a psychopath either, though, because there are definitely some things about her that made me question her sanity. Like how she owns a $2,000 animal mascot costume, but she hates sports. That's weird.
And she calls you a psychopath. Now let me tell you, I got done with my first relationship. Let me tell you, it just ended into her not just being ready into a relationship, right? It was probably the most healthiest first relationship you could probably ask for in the circumstances. But let me tell you, if she's, nagging on how you're weird, and then she's like, no, my stuff's completely normal. Yeah, no.
When I was over at her apartment, I was looking through her freezer, assuming she had bagel bites, and I asked, "Hey babe, where's all the bagel bites?" And there's this plastic grocery bag in there, and she tells me, no, don't look in there. We don't have any bagel bites. You ate them all, remember? But in my mind, all I'm thinking is, hold on. What the frick does this chick have in her freezer that she doesn't want me to see? A freezer is not a place where you tell someone, don't look in there. You say that about underwear drawers and toilets. That's it. I don't know what we did for the next 10 minutes, because all I was thinking about was how many severed hands were in Gift's freezer. But then I thought, okay, maybe
I bet it's the bagel
I'm
bites.
overreacting.
I'm pretty sure he means pizza bagel bites.
Asked, hey, babe, are you, perhaps keeping a surprise for me in the freezer? Like a birthday cake? My birthday's not for another 5 months, but that's the only thing I could think a person would hide in a freezer that wouldn't make them a psychopath. And she said, nope.
Better dentures, better fit, better today. With Zillow 360, you can buy, sell, and finance in one glorious low-stress bundle.
So what's in there?
Yeah,
don't worry about it. Do you not see how this looks? If the doors weren't locked, I would have been out of there. I wasn't about to lose sleep over this, so I held up the knife I had from the previous joke and said, "What's in the freezer?" And she went, "It's a dead snake."
Why?
You had a dead snake? Next to the bagel bites! So fun fact
And
about my
she calls
gift,
you a
she
psycho.
owns 8 snakes. Apparently she used to own 9. I've learned that snakes are a very low maintenance pet. You only have to feed them once every 3 years, and if you cut them in half, they turn into 2 snakes. Yeah, so
Oh.
I have no clue how one of her snakes could have died. And another fun fact,
Yeah.
snakes lack the part of the brain that feels love. They're physically incapable of showing affection. So your pet hognose would
They can't show affection, but they can show
sell your soul to
non-hostility.
Snake Satan for
That's good
one
enough.
dead mouse. So she already has 8 pets that don't love her, and potentially her boyfriend too if she doesn't get rid of that freezer snake. At least my reptiles aren't dead in a freezer. I immediately start asking questions. Why do you have a dead snake in your freezer? How many other dead animals are in your freezer? What the heck's wrong with you? And she said, I wanted to get him taxidermied, but the person I wanted to have do it was busy. Also, there's dead rats in there for my snakes. Oh, that explains why the bagel bites tasted so funny. What's extremely gross is that the snake is still in there to this day. I don't know how long the snake was in there before, but it's been well over a year since that incident. It's honestly great though, because now she can never complain about the state of my refrigerator. I'll have potatoes that are sprouting more potatoes, grapes that are getting me tipsy, and if she points any of it out, I just respond with, oh, you think my refrigerator's disgusting? Yeah, Medusa? Uh-huh. One time she said, oh, my fridge smells terrible and I don't know why. Really? You can't think of a single reason?
It's a dead animal.
She said, no,
gonna
I said
smell
the
bad.
fridge smells bad, not the freezer. I said, I will flush your snake down the toilet and give you a swirly. Now that's the sign of true love, kids. But for all I know, she could totally still have severed hands in there. After dealing with the snakesicle situation, there's some other things I've learned from being in a relationship. Apparently, there are rules and etiquettes when eating food, and my girlfriend sure does love and enforce those rules. I was taught, don't put your elbows on the table, close your mouth when you're chewing unless you want to talk to someone, and make sure you eat something green every once in a while. But according to her,
I mean, yeah.
there's more than that. Like,
Wait a minute, there's more?
did you know that bagel bites aren't a part of a balanced diet? We were at a restaurant one time, pre-COVID, and when we got our food, Gift took a napkin and put it on her lap and told me to do that as well because you're supposed to do that in a society. I looked around the
Yeah, woman does that, skip her. Skip her, skip her. If she could suggest that you do it, but telling you, no.
restaurant and said, but no one else has a napkin on their laps. And she said, that's because you wanted to eat at a Denny's. I didn't know why she was such a stickler for table manners until I went to her family's place for Thanksgiving and I stepped inside and saw 2 sets of staircases in their house. And it all made sense.
Rich bitch.
Oh, they're fancy and collect staircases. Going to my girlfriend's home for Thanksgiving was the first time I met a partner's parents, and I tried really, really hard to get them to like me. Because I'm kissing their firstborn child. I'm in the house, Dad's watching sports. I love sports, I lied. Mom's working on a puzzle. I love puzzles. They used to call me the puzzle king in high school.
Yeah, I didn't do any of that crap. I just said, hey, this is what I like. You like the same stuff,
Her brother's
you know. That's cool.
Playing Mario Odyssey. I love Mario. Oh, wait, I don't have to impress you. You suck at this game. In an effort to get them to like me more, I brought a gift for Gift's family. I got them a little baby cactus because it's small and prickly and doesn't like to be touched. Just like her. Ooh, ow, babe, no, babe, it was a joke, babe, I'm sorry! Gift's Thanksgiving meal was the polar opposite of my family's Thanksgiving. My family does Thanksgiving with 2 other families, and they all come together with mashed potatoes, and everyone gets in a line with paper plates, and we all have one big mashed potato potluck. Then I...
What else do you do? The mashed potatoes are literally the best part of any meal.
I sit at the kids'
Or anything potato. I love
table
potatoes.
to avoid talking about politics. Gift's family used real plates and had candles, and everyone puts a napkin on their lap. I felt like Shrek at Fiona's castle. They had 3 forks of various sizes, but I still wanted them to like me, so I wasn't about to point out that it made no sense to use 3 different forks to eat a meal. This must be why Gift is so
I thought there were only 2 forks. I thought there was only, like, fanciness. I thought there was only 2. One for the main course, and then one small one for the dessert.
afraid of knives. All these cutlery options are bringing up childhood traumas of going up all the stairs. But Gift's family was so fancy that I actually didn't even meet them on Thanksgiving. My memory just filled in that we were having a Thanksgiving meal. Gift read this script and was like, you know you didn't meet them on Thanksgiving, right? That was just a regular Tuesday brunch. That wasn't even a meal to be thankful for? Why'd we talk about politics so much? One of the big political debates we have is that Gift tells me I wear dad socks. But I don't think she understands my genius. You see, if I buy and wear the same pair of socks for the rest of my life, I'll never have to worry about matching socks ever again. So I've already
Why would you?
picked out the
This is
socks
a
that I'm
solid
going to be
plan.
wearing at my funeral. And as we were wrapping up our non-thankful meal, I got up from the table and Gift's dad said, "Hey, I have those socks." So I guess she's right about some things. And her dad totally likes me now. In the end, as long as I make Gift happy, then I know her parents will like me, no matter what socks I wear. And as
So that's how he was affording all that crap in his house, because
long as you're with
Yeah.
someone who makes you a happier person, then they're a good partner too. Even if they refuse to throw away the dead snake they've had in their freezer for almost 3 years.
yeah, yeah, you talk about being fancy and you have a dead snake.
Well, hello everyone. I know it's been a while, but I hope you all enjoyed this video. There were lots of things to learn in my first serious relationship, and
Here's
if you-
every YouTuber's secret. If they don't upload often, it's just because they know that they're the god at making videos and getting that sweet, sweet ad revenue. And then he was just probably like, hey, I want a Hawaiian trip this summer. So he made this. 3.7 million views. Dollar for every, what is it? Like $1 for every 10,000 views. So that's like $3,700 right there. Dang. Video. And that's going to be it for today's video, people. I hope you guys enjoyed. I definitely know I did. And if you supremely enjoyed, I suggest you hit that subscribe button, like button, comment what would you like to see next, or just what you thought of the video. And without further ado, see you in the next.